Are they missing you or have they truly let go? That's what we are about to uncover. So, welcome Libra to Beyond the Breakup Month 2. Now, this reading is timeless, but if you are in separation and you still feel that things are unresolved, you are in the right place. So, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, I was thinking that as I shuffle the cards, it would be of great help to you if you took a moment to read the pinned comment. And the reason why I'm saying that, because that will help you understand how to use this reading and get the most out of it. See that there is few ways you can avail of it and you will get much more depth. Okay, so now let's begin, and we are going to see the attitude of your ex towards you at the moment that you're watching this reading. Okay, so please, angels and guides, the attitude of Libra's ex for them at the moment that we are doing the reading. So 3 cards now. We've got the Creator, then we've got, sorry, Possibilities and Exhaustion. Okay, I can tell you now that this person is I don't know, in my language we say squeezing their brain cells. I don't know if there is something similar in the English language, but that's exactly what they're doing. They are trying to create possibilities or thinking about possibilities so that the two of you can get back together again or something of the sort. And I am so incredibly taken by, you know, all the readings that I've done up until now. You are the 7th sign now, and every single ex that I read for, I have this pull towards the signs I'm reading for. But anyway, so here we've got the Creator. So definitely your person is thinking very creatively and trying to find possibilities, okay, of rebuilding, of seeing things. I also sense that this particular ex now is looking at things in a different way, like not at a completely 360 degrees or 180 degrees, but starting to, I see like a clock, you know, that moves the hands. So from being stuck like this, it starts moving, and that for me it's the awareness and the understanding of the relationship that you had together. And so creative thinking about how to bring possibilities and which possibility would be the best for the two of you to get back together, or at least them to come back in a certain way, or how to entice you back, or how to make it work, you know, so on and so forth. But they're thinking so much about this that they are exhausted. And again, you know, I see the cogs of a clock, the internal part of a clock, keep going, but you know, tiredness, exhaustion, and all of that, so on and so forth. Now, also remember that this is a general reading, and some part will resonate with you, other will not. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. But if you are interested in a private reading, the link is in the description box below. Okay, so now we are going into the main part of the reading, Libras. And we are going, first of all, remind ourselves what is the main title of the reading, and it is, Are They Missing You? So now we are going to ask the first question. Are they genuinely missing you right now? So let's have a look. Please, angels and guides, please show us. And here we go. This turned itself, and we have got the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is a card of yes. It's a card of genuinely missing you, yes, and it comes from nowhere for them. Very, very fast. It's like as if something, and then we'll see more, you know, with the rest of the other 6 questions, because there are 7 altogether. Why is this happening? And there is a feeling of urgency. Okay, a feeling of urgency that comes from a sensation of losing you, a feeling of that if they don't make a move, they're going to lose you forever. Now, I don't know if you have entered another relationship, or if there is someone around you who's very interested in you and also you're interested in them, and this particular ex would know about it. But even if that is not the case, what I can tell you is that this person not only is genuinely missing you, but they're missing you with trepidation, in the way of being terribly afraid of missing you forever, or I should say losing you forever. Okay? A bit of panic here. Now, what specifically do they miss most about you? And here we've got the Queen of Wands. I feel that when you were together, maybe they never told you, or maybe they could have even, I wouldn't say scorned you, because scorned is too much of a heavy word, but maybe told you, tone it down a bit. Being very lively. You know, the archetype of you, Libra, it's beautiful, it's harmonious, it's kind, it's inviting. But here there is also in this card a part of you that they saw, and that, as I said, maybe out of jealousy. I'm sensing that this ex would have been a jealous person. Okay? They didn't want you to show that, also that fiery little spark in you, and when you were out, when you were maybe with friends and everything, because they were jealous. But now this is what they miss. They miss that liveliness, that smile, the laughs, and your way of laughing as well. This is exactly what I'm sensing. They miss your laughing, and definitely they miss the intimacy, without going into too much detail, but they really, really miss that. Okay? Now, when are thoughts of you strongest for them? And here we've got the Ace of Wands. Did I say that they missed a lot the intimacy? So, now I've got to think about how explaining this to give it the right depth, and to make you understand how much does this play, so the importance of this feeling, but at the same time making sure that YouTube doesn't take away my reading. So the thought of you are the strongest for them when they feel the need of passion, or when they are in a passionate moment with themselves. Okay? And it's really, really strong. Now, so what we're seeing here is a person that I sense would have been quite jealous even when you were together, now feels that there is a chance of them losing you forever, panicky, keep thinking and creating in their mind the possibility of getting back with you at all costs. Also, this Ace of Wands is, yes, what I explained before, but it's also the jealousy part, the possession part. It's a fiery energy. Okay? Now, what triggers their longing or nostalgia? And here the Two of Pentacles, the not knowing if there is ever going to be another chance to get back with you, if it's ever going to work again. So the nostalgia comes from, okay, am I ever going to have another chance with my Libra? Are we ever going to be together again? Now, I also sense that this person, as I said at the very start, would have started changing the way that they think about their relationship. They could have been very fixed, very strict on certain things, and maybe trying to contain you too much, and like a kind of trying to contain your personality too much out of, whatever reason, because I'm not going to excuse personality that way. I never excuse anybody anyway or condemn them. This is the way it is. But that is the not knowing the Two of Pentacles, okay? Now, how do they cope with missing you? And here we've got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is feeling really hurt. So how do they cope with this? Trying to get away from the pain. So this person is substituting or allowing their feeling of possession, their feeling of passion towards you and all of that, suffocate the feeling of incredible pain that they have within themselves of not being with you. Between the two evil, they choose the fire instead of the mental pain, instead of the soul pain. What stops them from reaching out? So I will have to explain here. Reaching out, it means two things. If there is no communication between the two of you, it of course means reaching out, so opening communication. But if there is still communication between the two of you, is to explain everything. Okay, so what is stopping them from reaching out? And this is the Five of Swords. Fighting within themselves. Exhaustion, not knowing which way. Look at this. Look at the two cards. They're very similar. Look at the person here holding their head. Can't take it anymore. Exhaustion. The person there really, really exhausted from not sleeping. We have got also before that a Ten of Swords. You know, so it's the inner conflict with the Five of Swords that is stopping them from reaching out or explaining what is going on within themselves. Now, what does this longing mean for the connection overall? And here we've got the Fool. It means that there is going to be a huge possibility this person will come out of all of this, all of that exhaustion, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, even I suppose out of nowhere, even, you know, out of themselves in the way that it would just come out without even them knowing that it's going to come out or when it's going to come out. It's just going to happen. You know, like the Fool card is that card that boom, things happen without even you knowing you're initiating them, because it comes from nowhere and you just say it, and you say after 2 seconds you think, why did I say that? So what is going to happen here is that this longing and whatever I explained before is going to be so strong that it's going to push them to tell you everything and to really ask for another possibility from a completely different way of the way that it was before. This person will not be able to let it be. This person is like a pressure cooker that nobody has lifted the little side at the top to leave out the steam, and it's going to explode. This is exactly what I'm sensing. So Libra, you always have fantastic readings. I really love reading for you. Now I am going to leave the reading here though, and if you if you would like sharing the way that you felt during the reading, if it does resonate, and or maybe a bit about your relationship that you had with this particular person, please leave a comment, and you're so welcome to do that. Now, I would also suggest for you to take a little time to sit with what came through and allow it to unfold in its own way. Now, if you feel drawn to explore more, you can find other episodes from this series in the description box below, as well as other series on the channel that you can find them on my main channel page. Now, whenever you're ready, you can do that because they're all timeless. Now, if this reading spoke to you and you would like to stay connected, you're very welcome to like, share, and subscribe, and that will really help this work continue. So I thank you so much, Libra, for being here with me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.